got? What do we have here?
Why are you asking me what we have here?
What do we have here?
You doing your little shake in your stupid ass jacket? Would you find that on Depop?
No, I didn't. I bought it new.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. That could have fooled me.
And I'm feeling sexy.
Oh my God, he's got how many? 4?
Wait, actually,
unironically 4
hold
right
on,
now.
Wait, I'll be right back.
Oh, dude, good times. I don't know if you guys see that in the back, but that's the baseball bat where we murdered 2 homeless people out on Melrose. Oh, the thumb ring.
Now here we go.
Dude.
Here we go. Now
Dude, you're in chainmail. It's chainmail at this point.
This is like, if I got into
That's brass knuckles.
If somebody fucked with me, I would just be like, yo, I'll go like this and go, excuse me, you can't mess with me. I'm fashionable and ready to fight.
Then you get stabbed because you're in Los Angeles.
But it's like chainmail. So like they try to stab me and I'm going to go, I'm going to grab the knife with just the metal so I don't get cut. And I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to bend the knife.
You got to grab a thick, hard.
Yeah, and then I'm going to fuck them.
Start jerking it off.
Yeah, I'm going to start going like this. I'm going to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to bend the knife and then I'm going to grab his cock, and it's metal. So I'm going to go, and he's going to go, no. It's going to hurt. It's not going to be fun.
And then it's like a happy ending.
And then I'm like, you look like an idiot right now. And I'm going to walk away like this. I'm going to go,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm covered in it. And I'm going to say, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll walk away like that.
And then he goes, oh, that was amazing. Oh, welcome to Chuckle Sandwich.
Welcome, everyone, back to another episode of Chuckle Sandwich. Today's an unfortunate day. I mean, well, it's fortunate for one reason because we're standing. We're using our stand desk. We're not fully sedentary today. I mean, Schlatt's in a field. He's in a beautiful field. No, we wouldn't. Yeah, nothing like a little bit of room edging for the audience.
I'm at the Capitol building, guys. I'm back here. I'm with my boys. What's going on?
Hey, what are you doing there? What are you doing there, Schlatt?
You know, me and the boys, just we go up to Capitol Hill every now and then. We do some tinkering.
Tinkering is an interesting word to use, specifically tinkering, like sort of like in what way? Like in an elf sort of Christmas way, or more like a
more like a develop and start inventing things.
Maybe 3D printing items that you wouldn't be able to get in the real market.
Right. And then add them on to our AR-15 receivers. Hey, listen, we have fun around here. I have this thing where I ask my audience and I'm like, hey, show me your cool thing or give me a presentation on this cool thing.
Yeah, of course.
And it turns out I have a lot of engineers in my audience.
Oh, do you?
And so, yeah. There's this kid who made a Jambo extension for YouTube where all the YouTube thumbnails had Jambo in it somewhere.
Oh, I think I saw that on the Chuckle Sandwich subreddit where it was like, it put Jambo over my face or something. Like it replaced me with Jambo, but it didn't replace yours. So I think it has like a Schlatt detector. So like it won't cover you or something like that. That's
dude,
funny.
It's a great extension. It's got like 50,000 people using it. I think there's a lot of smart people.
That does seem like a more tame, other than what you were implying. That it seems like a more tame kind of thing. Like
it gets worse. It gets worse. I wasn't done. There was a kid who made an instrument that plays notes based on where you piss into it, and in the video he showed himself using it.
What did he play?
He was pissing. I know,
but did he play a song?
I shut it off. I wasn't inclined to watch it past that.
Yeah, imagine as you open up the video and you just keep watching. It's like
la da dee 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 la da dee.
Like that guy on TikTok. Oh man, wow. Well, it's good to see you. We missed last week. Sorry, guys.
Should we tell him the news? Should we tell him why?
Why?
We sold the podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did sell the podcast. We sold it. and now we're owned boys. No, it's for the year. Maybe we'll re-sign. But basically that you guys are going to see ads. You're going to start hearing ads. I mean, I think audio listeners, you guys were hearing ads already, but now you're getting like mid-rolls and stuff that are
You're getting more now.
You're getting more now. But if you're wondering where it's coming from, that's from we signed this deal, so they're taking care of all of our ads. So we're having an ad on this episode too, so be prepared for that. But that's more of I guess that's a housekeeping thing.
It's housekeeping.
We're doing some Chuckle housekeeping, I guess.
I mean, every time we joined the call, I was like, Ted, where are our ads? Where's our money? Where's my money? Why haven't I been paid?
Don't go down that route.
I said, Ted, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months without payment. So, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Just some housekeeping,
Yeah, a little bit of housekeeping, but sorry
this
we were
is where
gone
I do my
week.
housekeeping, by the way. This is where I do it.
Yeah. What's behind you there? You're in a submarine?
Oh, what? I hear strange noises.
It's a submarine?
I feel like it shouldn't be making that noise.
It's just like, there's a leak coming in from the submarine? Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Wait, why? Dude, I
My
can't
Wii isn't
control
working
the rudders. The rudders aren't working on my submarine anymore. What the heck?
Dude, using a Wii controller to control a submarine would be crazy.
Like nunchuck?
Yeah, it's
Fuck, man, I don't have Wii Motion Plus.
Yeah, and
I'm on the older remote. I have the gyroscope.
Yeah, you don't have Wii Motion Plus, and it does that thing where the fucking Wii remote gets like you have to like push it off to the side so you can like kind of reconnect it, but you're already dragging along the ocean floor.
Dude, and then it implodes on you and kills you.
Yeah.
Wow. And your nephew that you brought along with you, because
like what is that called? Horizon 7 Deep or whatever the fuck it was.
What?
I don't know. Submerger Deep or Falconer.
I'm trying to say the name of the submarine that imploded.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot it already.
Yeah. Challenger
Isn't that
Deep.
crazy that we kind of like move on that
Deep?
quick? Challenger? No, that was a spaceship. That was a rocket ship that exploded.
I honestly feel
Challenger was the rocket ship.
Challenger Deep is the deepest known point in the seabed of Earth.
Okay. That's where the submarine might be, but it wasn't called that.
But that is ironic that it is called that. But I don't know, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. Sorry, I'm trying to learn a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to learn a little bit about.
It's okay, man. I mean, the better you dress, the dumber you get.
No. I actually think that I've gotten smarter. I think I've gotten cooler.
You think you look smarter right now than what you used to look like? Also, let's rip the Band-Aid off now. I think Charlie bimbo-fied himself.
Do not call Charlie a bimbo,
Charlie
brother.
turned into a bimbo. I'm gonna say it.
That's a slur.
I'm gonna say it.
If you aren't dressing sexy, then you cannot reclaim bimbo. You cannot reclaim bimbo. I'm reclaiming.
I'm incredibly sexy right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're wearing a Terry Black.
I'm in my Terry Blacks.
I'll admit it is corduroy. It is corduroy, so there is an aspect of fashion there.
Oh. Look what else I got.
What do you got?
I'm going to be double cording today. Look at me.
Okay.
Double cord.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You will
What?
You will have a problem with my outfit of the day that I come onto the podcast with, and then immediately after you'll start competing with it by you'll start throwing articles of clothing on. Like you're you do look pretty good right now.
At least I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm double corded up right now.
You are double corded up. It is you actually. I'll say it, you're looking good. You should. You know what you should do? You should do a video where you just get a bunch of you go visit YouTubers, tell them a lie. Maybe I should just use. You should go.
You're struggling right now. Can I just point this out? You're struggling to stand up. Are you drunk?
No. No, I'm not drunk.
Dude, you
go to
you were
YouTube.
slurring
No,
your,
listen,
you were slurring your words,
listen,
and you were
listen
like
to me.
you were like doing
Listen
this.
to me. Okay. The reason is that I'm standing, so there's more room for me to like gesticulate. Like I can move around a little bit more
Less
than
blood,
I can.
less blood in the head.
Yeah, a little bit less blood in the head. You're right. No, you go to. Okay, I'll keep my feet like planted here. So you go to YouTubers' houses. All right. You go to YouTubers' houses, and you will lie to them. You'll tell them you're going to do something. You then find all of their white shirts, specifically. Well, I mean, it could be black shirts, but you cut out holes in the nipples things, and then you tell them that you want to do some sort of contest, some sort of thing with the white shirts. They come out with their white shirt on. Their nipples are exposed. You laugh at them. You make fun of them. It's like a prank video thing, but it's sort of a conspiracy because you're like cutting out all the nipple holes for the YouTubers, And I think that would be a good idea. And what do you think of that?
We're gonna cut that out.
No, why?
Yeah, we're gonna cut it out. I just don't think it was funny.
That's so rude. That's so rude. We're gonna
just
keep
don't think
it
was a good part of the podcast.
No, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that in. Actually, we're gonna keep that in. We're gonna argue about whether or not it was worth staying in.
Let me tell you what's worth arguing about. Charlie fucking bimbo-fied himself. He did. You can't tell me he didn't. Charlie Slimesicle turned himself into a bimbo. Bimbo.
He's a bimbo.
He's like that image of that. You remember that image, Ted, of that studious bookworm girl who's got her backpack and her books, and then she finds like something on the ground and she goes to pick
I know
it
exactly
up,
what you're talking
and then
about.
All of a sudden she's got like these fucking double D.
The progression of her finding like a high heels or something, and then like she's
it was
becoming
high
a bimbo.
heels.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what. Oh, because you know what it is? The original was a bimbo discovering a book and then progressively turning into like a studious woman.
Into the bookworm.
But there's some people photoshopped it, so it was like a girl becoming a bimbo. No, that would be crazy to see Charlie in high heels and a short skirt, though. I mean, it would be not something I would miss out on.
That'd be trending on Twitter.
Let me
tell you that much.
It would be trending on Twitter, and people would
I
be
need an iPhone with bigger storage after that.
Oh, you're gonna be having you're gonna have a whole whole album. You're gonna have a whole album. You're gonna upgrade to a fucking 512 gigabyte iPhone.
I need the 1 terabyte iCloud.
Do they have that?
I don't know.
Another thing that Chucklers you might notice today, because usually he doesn't say anything until after like the first 10 minutes, but Tucker is actually not here today. We're actually missing our little cherub.
Another bit of housekeeping, guys. We are topical. I think it's important we address this and nip it in the bud. We used to be non-topical, but now we are topical.
Have you heard of the Willy Wonka AI disaster at all? Have you seen any of this?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Well,
who the fuck hasn't?
I don't know. I wrote that down. So I wrote this down in our topics chat, like literally on the 27th when it was like, so five full days ago that I saw this going on. But I'm very excited about this because it's the fucking there's these people who organized a Willy Wonka. It was in like where was it? It was in like Scotland or something, or England, or
I think it was in Scotland.
Yeah. And it was this Willy Wonka experience that was happening in Scotland. And sorry, I'm not good.
What is going, dude?
I'm not good at doing this.
I'm missing Tucker right now.
Me too. I'm trying to do this screen thing, and this is why we need him, dude. This is why we need him. It's a Willy Wonka chocolate experience thing. They advertised it with AI, so it was like these. It was like these enchanting, beautiful fucking pictures of Willy Wonka, and then people showed up, and it was this empty warehouse with trash bags and just maybe like 4 props.
I've seen 2 photos from this.
Really?
This is showing a whole nother perspective.
Yeah, no, this is like, that's what
that's how they advertised it.
That's how they advertised it. And what's crazy about this is that like they were offering like refreshments and stuff the refreshments were like a table that had quarter cups of lemonade in them. Quarter cups of lemonade, I'm telling you.
Quarter cups?
Yeah, quarter cups of lemonade. What else happened there? Well, first of all, the entrance fee was $45. So people paid $45 to show up. Kids had like.
Did you just
ingest
totally a fucking?
I just totally burped. I just had to run through it.
Who the fuck was Zach Bagans for that? Get Ghost Adventures on this shit. What the fuck just happened?
I'm so excited about what I'm saying. God, I'm getting hot. I gotta take this off.
Why does this? Okay, why does this excite you?
This excites me because it's such a clear sort of indication that like AI can be used for such bad shit that like, and in a very negative way, where it's like, yeah, we need to regulate the usage of this. Like, this is very. I mean, I suppose there is, there is stuff about false advertising, I suppose.
You could just make this without AI. You get in Photoshop. I mean, we do this all the time with our thumbnails, make them look like they're entertaining videos.
Yeah.
And then like, the final result is just 45 minutes of slop, you know?
But I just think it's just hilarious. I think why this is also especially funny, though, is because this is, and maybe in a somewhat negative way, this is at the expense of children. And like, this is so sad that it's funny. Because like they promised, like on the website, it was promising visitors to make their chocolate dreams become reality. And it was a warehouse with one bouncy castle and like AI art pasted to the walls as little photo opportunity. Oh, they were calling it Paradise. And there was like, oh, okay, yeah, here's another good one right here.
That's wild.
That's what they were advertising, and that
they
put it up on the wall.
They put it out on a poster.
Like, imagine the first thing you see is a little rainbow thing. Like, half of it wasn't even like related to Willy Wonka.
Jesus Christ. You have to be sued for this, right?
Oh, absolutely, dude. Look at this. Look at this one.
That's just ridiculous.
It is.
That's just ridiculous.
This is a whole factory that they're showing in this photo. This is the factory they're showing.
They had a rainbow road.
They had a rainbow road. Like, if I was a kid and I thought I'd be showing up to this, I would have thought that I was going to be able to go to like the Johnny Depp one where they had the actual chocolate river.
Yeah.
Which
I would have done.
I would have been significantly excited about the chocolate river.
I would have been excited about the chocolate river.
My favorite part is
okay.
They also hired actors to do like a little scene for them, right?
Well, Oompa Loompas.
Not Oompa
They hired
Oompa
Loompas.
They did have Oompa Loompas, and they hired a guy to be like Willy Wonka, who just like he actually spoke out about it, and he was like, my first red flag was being cast as Willy Wonka because I don't look like Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
They also used AI to make the script, so I don't know if the people making this event actually had an understanding of what Willy Wonka was about, because there was a new character that was created, and it was called The Unknown. Look at this. Look at this. Ready for this? I'm going to turn up the volume here.
What is that? It's the unknown.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
The kid started crying.
It's the unknown.
He said, is the guy going, Willy Wonka?
The unknown.
What the fuck?
So this is.
How is this not in the coverage I saw?
Yeah. This
what
is
the
why
fuck
I feel,
is this
this
thing?
is why I feel like we need to talk about this. This is The Unknown. This is a character that was created from the AI script that is apparently an evil chocolate maker that lives within the walls of the chocolate thing. And you've got this Willy Wonka thing doing his little tour, and he's like, what is that? It's the unknown. And you can hear children going, no! Like, because they've seen Willy Wonka, and they're probably like, what the fuck is that? They're learning new lore for themselves at this Willy Wonka experience.
That's fucking hilarious. I actually kind of respect the fuck out of that. There's zero proofreading at all. They had to get a costume for it.
Yeah, just completely new Willy Wonka lore. There was apparently people making fan cams of it.
Oh wow.
Jeez. Yeah,
she looks happy to be there.
She seemed like she was having a good time. Apparently oh, actually no, she doesn't look like she's having a good time.
What do you mean?
Look at her face.
What?
Listen,
I run a very successful company with high morale, and I'm tapped into all their webcams, and they all look similar to this. All my employees.
Oh, this is a consistent thing you do? So you were the one who installed that thing, because it was like, I opened up the Chuckle portal, and I saw that we had this new webcam thing, and I thought, I was like, oh, I guess that's just like what happened when we set it up. I didn't know that like that was something you put in there.
No, that was me. That was me.
A Trojan that you put in?
Trojan? No, it's what professors use when you're doing a test.
You're using a jerry-rigged test proctoring program to monitor your employees?
I shouldn't have said this. Dude. This violates.
It violates several. What is it? OSHA? Probably OSHA.
Of my NDAs that I give.
What you signed with yourself?
Yeah.
I've signed several NDAs with myself, and I can't speak on the issue of how I'm treating my employees.
Dude, what if you do that though? Like, what if? Can you bring that into like a Jim Can't Swim video, like a criminal investigation thing? And they're like, did you kill that young child? And you say, hey, buddy, I got an NDA about it. I signed an NDA with it.
Well, honestly, that is something that people do during, I don't know, I saw this one TikTok a while ago where it was like two people that were doing like high IQ fucking salary negotiations. Have you seen this? Where it was like the guy was like, what was your salary at your last job? And then he's like, I signed an NDA. Like he can't say. So he's like, I don't know, trying to get a higher payment or whatever. But I think that there was one last thing about this Wonka thing that was is this is a parent, I think, speaking out maybe? Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Here we go.
So this father was there.
Yeah, this is a father that's describing the disastrous Willy Wonka event right here. Listen in, folks. Listen in, audio listeners.
It was all described as a massive, immersive.
So it was definitely in Scotland.
Definitely in Scotland. You can tell from the fucked up accent and the even worse sight inside this guy's mouth.
Well, this guy didn't make the event. This is a victim, by the way.
Oh.
This is not the creator of the event. This is a father.
Gotcha.
Oh, but you're right.
A great day for the kids. Chocolate fountains, sweetie trails.
Willy Wonka needs to hook him up with some braces.
Really good, and a nice day out for the children and the family. And when we got there, it just, as you can see by the pictures and stuff, it just was not that at all. There was just 4 or 5 props.
4 or 5 props.
2 jelly beans for the kids.
That's another thing. They gave them like a handful of jelly beans as the candy. Like it was one of those things where it was like hilariously underfunded for something where it was like children were going to go to a chocolate factory.
Just was not what was promised whatsoever.
Was there any chocolate?
No, that was the worst part about it.
There was no chocolate either.
Was this okay? Big question time.
Sure.
You can't, as a regular person who is not related to whoever owns the Willy Wonka IP, you can't just create a Willy Wonka experience.
Oh, no. Honestly? Well, it was a book, right? It was a book. So for the movies, they bought licensing and stuff for it. I guess, I don't know, honestly. I feel
Has
like
the copyright run out on the original work? Where anyone, is it like Mickey Mouse? Where you can create a Mickey Mouse experience?
I don't know. Because that's like 75 years. I mean, I don't really know how. Willy Wonka is a Roald Dahl book, so I don't know if that's a Isn't Willy Wonka a Roald Dahl book?
Yeah, Willy Wonka. I think that's a Roald Doll.
That seems like something Roald Dahl would make up.
Yeah, some
dude had
other.
some fucked
Yeah,
up
next to
thoughts.
his stupid shit about a giant peach
Dude, okay. So,
and a BFG.
well, hold on.
Big, fat, girthy.
Big fat
girthy. What? Bro?
BFG, more like BFGC, if you know what I'm saying.
Whew. Yes. Yes.
No, but I do have a problem with what you just said about James and the Giant Peach.
Why?
Why? Because there was an awesome 3D animated, or it was a stop motion film. I think it was Tim Burton, maybe. No, it might have not been Tim Burton, but it was James and the Giant Peach, the stop motion animated movie. Have you seen this?
No.
Oh, it was like my childhood. We watched it on VHS. We'd rent it from like Blockbuster or something like that, and I love that movie. That was an awesome movie.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay though. I mean, there's the creator of the event though, of this Willy Wonka thing. Apparently,
Is he named?
it looks like
I have all new
something
details
here.
about that viral Willy Wonka experience in Scotland, especially on the mastermind behind it, and it is way crazier than you thought. I'm sure
Mastermind.
you've all seen the story by now. People paid $45 for an immersive Willy Wonka's experience, and when they got there,
This
it was
guy's
just
really
an
high
empty
energy.
warehouse and a handful of props and the world's saddest Oompa Loompa. Kids were literally crying, and parents got so mad they actually called the cops on the place. It was put on by this company called House of Illuminati, which is really just one...
Okay, it was put
What?
on by the House of the Illuminati.
They did not get any rights to put that on. They did not get the
they-
Willy
you're-
Wonka license.
They
The
didn't
fuck?
get- that's a big white license too. That's a
Yeah.
big license to get.
House of the Illuminati. Jesus Christ.
So what's this guy?
Which is
it was
really
House of
just
the
one
Illuminati.
guy named Billy Cole, and he is something. He used ChatGPT to generate everything, which appears to be his MO, because he wrote and published 17 novels on Amazon in 1 year, and they are all AI generated. He calls himself an enigmatic wordsmith and a rising star in the literary world, a blurb which was also written by AI, presumably. The night before they opened, he gave the actors a giant 15-page script that was written by machine and told them to learn it, but none of it made sense with any of the props and sets they had. Like the Twilight Tunnel, this is what the guests were expecting and what the actors were anticipating interacting with, but instead it was just these black curtains on either side with these checkerboard posters on it and mirrors. Like, what is that supposed to be?
That is crazy. That is crazy. Well, whatever the case, this was a ridiculous thing that was like blowing up on Twitter. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, this is going to be a great topic for Chuckle to talk about, because this is going to like remain a relatively potentially unknown thing. And then it just kind of just kept more and more information just kept coming out about it. I was like,
Yeah.
and we hadn't
Oh, you
recorded yet.
thought we were
I thought-
beating everyone to
I
the
saw
punch
it-
here.
Well, I saw it when the tweet about it that some Twitter thing had tweeted about it, and I was like, I saw it when it had like 2K likes. So I was like, this is fucking awesome. I can't wait to fucking. This is
hidden
like
gem.
this is on like fucking national news at this point. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
everyone is talking about it. I think Danny Gonzalez actually he just made a video talking about this as well. But it's so fucking funny. If you guys want to learn more about it, I would friend of the show Danny Gonzalez, check out his video on it. But yeah, I mean, I think that we should do something like this.
Why?
Like,
Why?
okay,
What kind of
well,
like a?
well, okay, well, this is weird. I feel like I'm coming to you right now with like an idea, and you're immediately just being like, it should be it. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not.
Well,
really
I mean, you've
being-
had ideas before that I've responded positively to.
Well, I
When you said Schlatt, let's do a week in Los Angeles. Let's
my nipple
okay.
cutting
Well,
prank
one
idea, and then you wanted it cut out of the podcast.
I know. But look, you have ideas all the time that I like.
Yeah, name one.
You have some. Well, when you said Schlatt, let's FaceTime each other after the podcast and kind of like fucking
And jerk like off.
Well, I'm just saying that I don't always respond negatively to your ideas, but this
Okay.
one in particular confused me. It doesn't seem like you thought that one through.
Before we continue on with this episode, Chucklers, we're sponsored today by BetterHelp. All right, if you have a notion of me, you know I'm not the best at time management. And everyone wishes they had more time in their day to fit in all of the things that make them happy. This year, I'm genuinely making a point to prioritize my mental health. That means looking stylish, baby. I'm in the fashion era. Finding more time to spend with friends and family. And for many people, one of those things is therapy. In my experience, therapy is great for learning positive coping skills, how to set better boundaries with people in your life, and just in general, how to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for people who have experienced some sort of major trauma. It's for everyone, really. I believe in the notion that everyone can benefit from going to therapy in some capacity. BetterHelp is a virtual therapy service that's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All it takes to get started is a questionnaire to get you started with a licensed therapist. And if at any point you aren't satisfied with them, you can switch at no extra cost. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/chuckle to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/chuckle. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode, and let's get back to it, baby. I think it would be really funny if we were to do something similar to this, like where it's like sort of like it's another prank, you know, where it's like
a Chuckle Sandwich meetup, but it's just two cardboard cutouts,
like a Chuckle Sandwich like experience.
Oh,
yeah, and it's like we generate it in GPT with like the Chuckle AI. Well, we don't mention it's AI. We do not mention it's AI.
Right,
we do Chuckle, and it's like, oh, experience wonderful sandwiches, delicious corridors of like delicious diner corridors and stuff. It like looks like the Chuckle Sandwich.
The Chuckle Sandwich experience is delicious sandwiches.
Yeah. Okay. And then at the end they can build their own sandwich, kind of like the lightsaber building thing in Star Wars World and Disney. They'll go maybe through like a ritual where they'll learn what part of the sandwich they are. Like people would sign up for this shit, dude. There's a whole merch booth, so we'll make money off of it. We'll charge like $100 at the door. And they show up and it's like a warehouse, an empty warehouse. There's like a foldable table with like 7 unrefrigerated cartons of Oscar Mayer like bologna, and that's like the only option for what part of the sandwich they are, because
you can only be bologna.
You can only be Oscar Mayer bologna, and then maybe like one container of boar's head like black forest turkey.
That's the premium ticket though. That's the $150.
I mean, I like boar's head, trust me.
That comes with the meet and greet.
Yeah, no, that does. That's like an extra price. No, but listen here, I gotta drink this water, but I'm not even done.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know you got good ideas recently. You put on all that jewelry and then
I do. Okay. So
it's like how I markedly improved my balance after putting on one of those power balance bracelets in middle school.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or how you improve your popularity just slightly by wearing silly bands. You know, silly bands? Do you have those?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had silly bands. Silly bands. I grew up during silly bands. Tech decks, too.
I could never do an ollie with a tech deck. I couldn't do that.
No, I would totally cheat every time I put my pointer finger under.
Like that?
Of course. Of course I did. And then I just flicked it up. That was fun.
I'll tell you someone who's really good at tech decks. Nikki Jakey. He can actually use a tech deck. He's a little millennial.
I bet he says doggo.
No.
He says doggo, and he says that's a nice pupper right there. That's what Nakey Jakey says when he walks in. Nakey Jakey walks into my house and he goes, that's a nice little catto you got. That's a nice
catto?
So I don't know. What do they even say?
I think they say little doggo, or then like Mr. Meow? Mr. Meow? Little Mr. Meow?
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know, millennial terms.
Yeah. Look up some millennial terms. Give me some millennial terms. Oh, wait, but I didn't finish this idea about the Chuckle thing. So, yeah, so there's the Oscar Mayer stuff. Then there's like a person sort of covered in like this, like, imagine like any of those movies where there's a villain or a scientist that's trying to combine two things together, or like in a very Rick and Morty way. Like, you know, when like a creature just becomes this sort of slop of meat and organic organism, right? And it's
Yeah,
like just a meat
right.
pile thing, kind of like Cronenberg, like The Fly, the movie The Fly. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Fly. Just meat masses. Imagine a meat mass, but it's like kind of like covered in all this white stuff. And it's this actor in there, and they're moaning, and they're like, "Oh, help me, help me!" And then we have a sign, and it's like a Minecraft sign or something, and it says Charlie.
Dude, that would be Trill.
Trill? Oh, you brought up the millennial. You brought up the millennial list, didn't you?
That'd be Trill.
What does
That'd
that
be
mean?
true and real
There's.
at the same time.
I feel like we would have heard that
What do you mean?
over the course of our
I was
lives.
hearing that all the time. What do you mean?
I don't
Trill?
I don't believe it. Word out of your mouth. I don't think that.
Trill.
I don't think that people are saying trill, dude. I don't think anyone's saying-
True and real.
I get what it means. I understand what the core.
Everyone in the comments
pieces-
knows this.
Comments of what?
Everyone in the comments
what is this?
has been saying this for a while. This
This
is
Urban
like
Dictionary?
it's basically an inside joke on Chuckle Sandwich at this point. Trill.
Okay. This is like
trill.
is this the gaslight Ted portion of the video?
Maybe.
Do you have any new information on the Sphinx, by the way?
No, I haven't been thinking about the Sphinx.
Really? I thought you wanted.
Yeah, there's bigger
weekly-
things. I
thought
know.
Didn't you want
But
a
then we
weekly
missed
section
one,
of
and
the
then
podcast?
and then our podcast manager that we sold it to was like, "Hey, let's cool it on the Sphinx section,
Yeah.
because we want to censor you and your ideas."
Yeah. No, there was. They I think that's sort of why Schlatt has been feeling a little bit I guess sensitive about the ideas flow in the podcast, is because I've been saying all these ideas about doing the Chuckle Sandwich immersive experience, AI immersive experience. And they were like, we love that. And then Schlatt did his Sphinx section twice, and they were like, shut the fuck up about the Sphinx.
It's because I care.
Well,
okay.
No,
And I
that's what I
want
like
to
about
have a part on the podcast that I can call my own, and we can
You need a home.
both enjoy.
You need a home, is what you need. You needed a home.
But every time I come up with an idea, it's
Mm-hmm.
Schlatt, that's stupid, that's fringe right-wing nonsense.
Yeah.
And
you don't
every time
deserve
Ted comes up with an idea, that
they're like, this is liberal and cool.
they eat it up. That's so woke, Ted. That's so base.
And
that's so awesome.
Dude,
You're such an ally. Fuck this, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I will admit, it is pretty woke to do the Oscar Mayer table with sweaty meats, but no.
Schlatt, you're promoting fringe ideologies. Stop doing that.
Emphasis
Fuck
on the
you,
fringe,
man.
it seems.
Tell
Yeah.
me what the fuck is on the top of its head about.
Yeah,
We can't even be talking about
we
this.
do
They're
have
gonna
to
ask us to cut it.
No. I think that we.
They're
can,
gonna ask us to cut it.
We'll just say that we're talking about a different Sphinx. Is what we'll say. We'll tell them. They'll ask us about it, and we'll say it's a different Sphinx. This notion of a Sphinx, not
The
the
notion.
Sphinx. It's not the Sphinx.
Just imagine a Sphinx
Yeah,
in Egypt
with a hole
next
in
to
it.
three triangles with the
contains
fucking
knowledge?
iron trap door on the top of
Wait,
its head.
is it? I thought it was just a hole. I didn't know it was an iron trap door.
No! Look it up! Look it up!
Like,
Sphinx! Great Sphinx! Iron trap door!
Great
Before they cut
Sphinx.
this out of the podcast.
Great Sphinx iron trap door
On head.
on head.
And you tell me.
Okay.
They're gonna make us cut it. They're gonna make us cut it.
Is it this?
The sponsors aren't gonna like this. Yes!
It was this thing right here, the Sphinx tunnel and chambers. The hole in the head of the Great Sphinx of Giza measures approximately 5 feet square, 5 feet square, and nearly 6 feet deep. Why did it say it? Oh, okay. An iron trapdoor was fitted to the mouth of the hole. It has been theorized that the hole began as a means for affixing a headdress to the Sphinx in the manner of the New Kingdom. See photo below. Was later deepened in search of hidden chambers. So the original reason for the hole was because it was actually made like that.
Yeah, there's holes in the side of its ears too that they thought that they'd put on like a little outfit on him sometimes.
Oh, you think that they did that?
Or maybe that's where the dog mask sat.
You think that the dog face was a mask and it wasn't rebuilt to do the thing?
Maybe. Or maybe they found it and chiseled it.
Whoa. Yeah, no.
But look,
I mean,
look, Dad, we're going to have to.
You're right. We need it. You're right. We need
part of this. They're going to ask us to cut it out.
You're right.
They have the AI running checks on us.
Dude, they have an AI system that checks to make sure that they're not seeing the Sphinx. So we're just
we have to come up with like a new word, you know?
We're just gonna sit on the unknown right now for now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dude, the unknown is the funniest thing. Like it's because that's gotta be. I'm sorry, I'm going back to this, but that has to be absolutely something that an AI would say, where it's like, and create fun, like create me a fun. The guy's got to be bad at using AI too. Like he doesn't look over what it makes. He just assumes that it's making something good for him.
Called himself a wordsmith. Yeah, I'm a prompt engineer.
An enigmatic wordsmith. There was enigmatic used twice in some of the stuff. Like I think that's really, at the end of the day, that's what it makes it the easiest to discover that something is AI, is when like they're using words that it's like, if somebody wrote that themselves, they'd be like, I sound like an asshole writing this. I shouldn't be using this word. Like they're using too many words that are like, it's like AI when it speaks is pedantic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
unless you tell it not to be. That. Unless you tell the AI, I want you to sound like a
cool guy.
Yeah, like a chill dude.
Yeah.
Act like Roald Dahl was writing this script. Come up with an awesome character.
Act like Roald Dahl was jerking off.
What?
I mean, I don't know why I said that.
Dad,
I don't know why. No, that's like the fourth jerking off joke too that we've done on this podcast.
It's fine when I do it, but you?
That is honestly something I've seen. That I have seen in the comments. I've been a little bit more edgy with my jokes, a little bit more funny in the jerking off category.
So you think edgy is funny?
Yeah, dude.
You think the farther you get to that line,
dude,
the funnier it is?
Frank, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, you ever watch Filthy Frank?
I've watched Filthy Frank
back in the day. Did you used to watch Filthy Frank as your?
Yeah, I watched Filthy Frank.
Filthy
back
Frank
in the day.
and,
yeah, I did.
And iDubbbz and Hair Cake and all that.
I watch iDubbbz. I watch Max Mofo.
We were raised on that stuff.
I wouldn't say raised.
That was what formulated Schlatt's sort of ideology for the world today, right?
No, Tucker Carlson did that mostly.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, when he'd come on at 9 p.m. every day on Fox, but then they kicked him out.
No, dude. You know what? I'll tell you. I'll tell you who was what formed my ideologies these days. It wasn't Tucker Carlson. Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah, the guy who preceded Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. When Tucker grabbed that spot,
I would walk into like my living room, like on any like sort of just normal day when I was growing up. My dad would be watching Bill O'Reilly, and I'd be listening to this guy, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this guy talking?" Because I didn't know anything at the time. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, and I was like, "Why is he so mad?"
There's a lot to be. Well, when you watch enough Fox, there's a lot to be mad about.
Oh, I agree. You're 100% right on that. I don't know where this silence came from. Did you have nothing? Was that it? You just ended?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeez, man.
You know Jacob Waters?
What?
From Waters World?
What's Waters World?
Waters World is the 7 p.m. segment on Fox.
That doesn't sound.
I'm Mr. Waters, and this is my world. He says.
Are you telling the truth? Is this a real section of the? This is a real section of the show.
Yeah, look at Waters World.
Wait, yeah,
Jesse Waters. Yeah.
And he says, "I'm Waters, and
I'm Jesse Waters, and this is my world." He says,
"I'm Jesse Waters, and this is my world." I'm looking this up. I'm Jesse Waters. And this is my world. I want to hear him say that.
I'm Waters, and this is my world.
First, I'd like to thank the incredible production team on Water's World. You guys are the best and make everything look perfect on air. And thanks to the technical team, our director.
Oh, he says it at the beginning, idiot.
Yeah, well, why didn't he say it?
That's the outro.
Yeah, well, I looked up, I'm
Waters.
Why isn't he? Why can't it? Surely there's a.
They always cut it out.
They do.
They always cut it out. It's
So how do
the
we know
intro.
how do
You
we
have
know-
to watch it. You have to watch it live.
Damn, dude.
I'm telling you.
Well, now
you
I
have
feel
to
like
watch
I'm
it
missing-
live.
I feel like I'm missing out on something now. Like I want
I'm
to hear
just-
this. I want to hear this guy say, "I'm Jesse Waters and this is my world." It sounds awesome.
It's like a fucking kids show slogan. It's like a fucking.
You're so right. You're
It's like
so
a
right.
kids show for adults.
I'm Jesse Waters, and this is my world. Like me and my friends. Do you say the line? Me and my friends. Trudeau.
The whole world changed one day when all these cards started falling from the sky.
Exactly.
I'm Waters, and this is my world.
You're
What
really
are you
good at
gonna
that.
do?
You're really good at that voice. You're
Yeah.
shockingly good at that voice.
Well, I used to watch that show religiously.
I know, but
and
like-
then he became a fucking Chad at the end of season 1, and that was it.
And that's what I've turned into too. Like I got my leather jacket
No.
and my motorcycle because I saved
You're-
the world. And are we talking about Bakugan Battle Brothers right now?
Yes, this is what's happening all around me. You're a Chad now, and you've got the Stacy.
I've always
and
been a Chad.
Charlie's
Have you seen my hair?
Charlie's a bimbo now, and everyone's changing, and I feel like the world is leaving me behind in the dust.
No, the world is not leaving you behind. Okay, and also I'm not a Chad. I want to be a bimbo with Charlie. I want to be a bimbo. Tell me I'm a bimbo, Chad. Come on, man. Tell me I'm a bimbo.
I got to see you in high heels first.
No. Have you seen Charlie in high heels?
Oh yeah.
What? I missed out on that. I didn't get invited to that function. What are you talking about?
He DM'd that to me.
He DM'd you a
He
photo
DM'd
of
it to
him in
me.
high heels?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy. And you're going on record for that?
Sure am.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Damn. Okay. Shit. Oh, God. I want to see a picture of Charlie in high. I hate you.
Sorry.
But yeah, also, I just want to mention, sorry. Well, actually.
What the hell? Oh, your Barbie stuff.
Yeah. That's my
your
Barbie,
stuff.
stuff right there.
You did get that video out finally.
I did.
You did get it out.
That's the reason why we're a little bit delayed on this episode as well.
Long time coming.
Yeah, I did that. People are a little bit confused on the timeline a little bit. I try to make it an easy explanation in the video, but I filmed that before I watched every Barbie movie ever made before I even went on the Margaritaville trip.
On the first one?
No, that's the rainforest you're thinking of.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Before I even left on the Margaritaville trip, a month before I left on the Margaritaville trip, I did actually no. That's a lie. I don't know why I said that. It was like not a month. It was like a week before I left for the Margaritaville trip. I watched every Barbie movie ever made, and then I left and went to every Margaritaville, thinking I would have it out in like July before the movie came out, and then it's March.
You're a fast worker.
It's March of 2024 because the writer's strike happened.
Yeah, because they did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, it was mostly actually because of the SAG strikes, because they put out a thing to influencers where they were like, hey, don't talk about these movies that we're
They
striking
said,
against.
don't talk about or you'll never be in one.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to cross the picket line, you know? Oh, that is funny. That they should have said that. Use that line, though. Don't talk
That's
about
what
a
they
movie
were
or you'll
saying. That's
never-
what right?
Is that?
That's essentially what it was, right? Like
I
they
mean,
were like,
basically, yeah.
we're blackballing you.
Yeah, you're right. It is. But, you know,
hard
at the end
bar.
of the day, they won. They got everything they needed. So I can't be nice to them. And I got my video out. So it's a win-win. It's a fucking win-win, man.
How was it watching all that?
Dude, it was weird. It was definitely like you were kind of like floating through something, you know? It was definitely like because it wasn't like I could just relax during it. You know?
Oh,
that
because
was
it's working.
It was
it's
active. Well, it was active work throughout because I had to take notes on every single one, because if I watched all of them and then like I keep scratching this and it's getting worse. It's starting to look like Harry Potter. Like if I watched every single one and then went and sat down later and was like, all right, it's time to start writing on this, I'd be like, what the fuck happened to this? So I had to write the notes on every single one. So that was like me actively having to pay attention. And it got to the point where on the 5th day I fell asleep when I was in the middle of watching it, and I was taking time lapse. So there's this time lapse that I have of me watching the Barbie movies and then me suddenly just conking out, and then it shows the progression of the light in my living room moving from darkness to day. And then right at the end of it is me like sitting up and being like, and then my first thought being, did I take a time lapse of that? And then looking at the camera, and then it ends. But that's it was funny. Like this. It was, for some reason I couldn't include it in the video because it was like really laggy and weird. But it is funny. It is funny that it exists to some capacity. What about you? What you got? Any projects you're thinking of?
I'm compiling a lot of TikToks recently.
Yeah. For what?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a movie length. I'm gonna make a movie length reaction to it.
Oh. So we're going in. This is becoming. Are you going to add like a whole score to it? You should hire a composer to give you a movie length score with a whole orchestra and make an 120-minute TikTok reaction with an official movie score.
So I've spoken with Trevor about this, Modest Cube, my fantastic editor who did the Funny Sticks video and the Drift video that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
We were thinking of making a movie length reaction video that kind of like goes off the rails and has some crazy shit happening in it, but I don't want to give away too much, you know?
The last thing that I do want to tell you about, though, have you seen the stuff about the Breakdancing Dad?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
You haven't seen about the oh, okay. Well,
you clicking off the Sphinx?
Okay. Basically, there's this woman. There's this woman who came out and basically was telling this little story about her trauma, but it was like a lighthearted trauma thing. It's like what trauma is like funny. So just listen to what she's saying here.
What's a piece of trauma that you have that's funny? It has to actually be funny. I'll go first. My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us and then pursued amateur breakdancing. And he got really good. He like blew up. Like he became like a D-list celebrity status, like viral breakdancer. He became like the oldest actively competing breakdancer in the world. Then he got on Good Morning America and talk shows, and Washington Post wrote about him, and he went super viral, and he did all these interviews, and he danced with Paula Abdul. And here, I'll show you.
Take a look at this 60-year-old breakdancer.
Look at this guy.
Yes, 60.
This is a man who has abandoned her, and then imagine that you were abandoned by your father, and they start calling him the Breakdancing Dad.
That's awesome.
And he goes, and his name is Ben Hart, but he goes by Benny Hanna.
Couldn't pay my medical bills.
And and the fact that they're calling him the Breakdancing Dad when he also, as a dad,
he's not a
abandoned
dad.
his family is hilarious. Like, was he telling people that he was a dad? Like, he became famous after he abandoned his family. But then there was like this whole fucking drama online where like they're getting into.
They got mad at him.
They got mad at the dad,
people got mad at the dad.
The dad started replying about this. Like the dad started replying about she mentions that he wouldn't pay her medical bills. You know, he responds, and then he does like a whole like response thing where
oh my God,
where this guy is like talking. He's wearing a Bitcoin shirt. First of all, he's wearing a Bitcoin shirt.
Right. Yes.
Is it Bitcoin collared shirt.
He's
and
defending his honor.
I'm not even gonna like play this video. He made a 10-minute long video.
Is he breakdancing in the video?
Wait, where is this? I want to find this. Oh my God, where is that? Next to a giant Bitcoin flag and an American flag.
What the fuck? What was his response to not paying the medical bills?
It like he breaks down that he didn't abandon the family, and like since Maddie the girl was so little, like it's like he's just talking about like the financial aspects of the divorce. He goes on to like this whole thing later on about like how men should never marry women, and like how they're like
true
like but then he also says like, was I at fault in the divorce? And he says, yeah, I was about 70% at fault. He also admits to that later on.
Those two things can coexist.
Yeah. Is this him? Oh, this video like
It's not
stopped
even
loading.
gonna load, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. But yeah, no, he had a whole response. Elon Musk replied to him saying, "You are awesome."
That's
and
cool.
then he
Man,
replies,
the internet is awesome.
"Thank you, Elon. I'm a huge fan of yours. Hashtag Tesla and hashtag Bitcoin are my two biggest investments."
Man,
so this
that's
guy
trill.
is like,
That's true.
this guy is like going hog wild on Twitter. And yeah, no,
Good
so
for him.
he had like
Good for him.
a whole back and forth thing, but I really wish that that video of him dancing would load. But either way, that's another thing that's been going on. And honestly, if you want to know more about that situation, because these are both topics that have kind of come up since before we have been able to record again. Another friend of the show, Curtis Connor, made a video on that you guys should look at.
And I made a video reacting to your guys' best presentations recently.
And you should
that
go
you guys
check
should
that out.
out.
You should check that out.
And you should check out Ted did something with Barbie.
Yeah, I watched every Barbie movie ever made. If you got an hour and 48 minutes to spare.
Fuck me, man. I'd rather watch Dune.
What? Well,
I don't even know
Dune's
what
like
the
3
fuck
hours long.
Dune is fucking
Dude,
shit.
the first Dune movie was. Are you going to see the second one? Did you see the first
No,
one?
I didn't. No.
Oh, it's really good, dude. It's
I
really
like
good.
that. I like Dennis Villeneuve though.
Yeah,
So
really
I might have to go see it. 29 Blade Runner was good.
It's really good. And there's this whole interesting thing about how they used sand screens instead of green screens because they didn't
What's
want
a sand screen?
So it's like they used so they could like, you know how with your green screen you got right there, it's like sometimes there's a green spill on you because of the just the way that light reflects off of things. It's like you get a green spill on you. So they use these things, sand screens, which are essentially just sand colored, like kind of a tan screen as their green screens, because in doing so it like prevented the light from being it made it look even more realistic, so they were able to like be inserted in VFX and stuff into that world better.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. I get
That didn't seem that seemed
I'm so tired. I've been standing up for an hour, dude.
yeah,
The
it's
fuck?
all right. You know,
I need to
hey,
sit
thanks
down.
for listening to this episode
I
of
need to
Chuckle
sit down.
Sandwich. Audio
Get me
listeners,
out
love
of
you to
here.
death. Hey, make sure to fucking rate us 5 stars on Spotify. I forgot that we have that. That's an option on Spotify. Rate us 5 stars. Love you to death. Schlatt, say something sweet to them. Say something sweet to them before they go.
If you ever want to get awesome footage of you in an environment you're not on, don't get a green screen. You get a sand screen.
You're an asshole.